swear I don't feel like telling the story at all. This is so stupid. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Paris Monroe. I'm going to work on intros and a name for you guys who are subscribed to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you go down below and subscribe now. Hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up button, comments, all that. Share it, let your friends know, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your nephew, pastors, first ladies, missionaries, all that. Anyway, by now I'm sure you guys have read the title. Today's video is going to be about the first time I ever fell in love with somebody, or at least I thought I was in love with them. I was in love with them. Yeah, I was in love with him. I was. Anyway, okay, so guys, it was probably around like 2012 I had met him, and well, let's start from the beginning. I was probably around 16, 17 years old, and I was home. My mom was like, oh, let's go to the mall. Me, you, and your aunt. Okay, cool. I have never been to this specific mall. I'm not going to say the name of the mall, because if I say the name of the mall, some people might put two and two together and start to realize who he is. So, she was like, let's go to the mall. So I was like, okay, cool. I've never been to this mall. So I was like, all right, fine, we can go to this mall. And we went to go pick up my aunt. We were on our way to the mall. And back in the day, around 2012, 2013, I used to dress very different than I do now. Like, now I'm very comfortable with how I dress. And now I'm like, it is who it is. Like, I might go feminine sometimes, I may be masculine sometimes. Like, it depends on how I feel. But back then, I used to dress straight up like trade. Snapbacks, baggy pants. And that specific day, I had on, I believe army pants. It was like baggy army shorts. And a snapback, like a regular like Chicago Bulls snapback. And a pair of shades and like a simple t-shirt. But it was just, I had my pants sagging. Like, who was I really though? If you know me, you know I'm not that person. Like, I don't do that now, but I did at that time. And so we went to the mall, and when I went, I was like, okay, whenever I go anywhere back in the day, whenever I went anywhere, I always was like, oh, I might meet them here, I might meet them here. And then being that guy, the person, the one I might fall in love with, I was like, oh, I might meet him, today might be the day. And so today I had that in my mind. I was like, okay, I might meet him today. And clearly I did. Left them and was like, I'm going to go to the H&M, which was upstairs. I was like, I'm going to go to the H&M. I think it was the third floor. It might have been the third floor. I was like, I'm going to go to the H&M and I'm going to go shop for a little bit. And I'll meet you guys up later. And it's not really packed, but it's like fairly packed. But the mall was like, it was packed. It was packed. It was packed. And so I'm looking around the clothes and stuff. I'm looking and looking and looking. H&M ain't got nothing. They got Coolest Monkey in the Jungle sweaters, but they really ain't got nothing. But I'm looking through the rack, and something told me to look up. And I looked up over the rack. And when I did, I had noticed him. Now, he had dreadlocks at the time. He don't got them anymore. But at the time, he had locks. And, you know, he was cute to me. And I genuinely get attracted to people who have dreadlocks. And so when I seen him, I seen that he had the dreadlocks. And I was like, okay, he's cute. But I didn't pay no attention. Like, I was like, okay, he's cute. And I just kept going. I had got in the line, and I didn't realize that he was in front of me with his sister and his nephews, who at the time he told me was his sister. It still might be his sister. I don't know. But at the time, he was in front of me with his sister and her kids and his nieces and nephews and stuff. And I didn't notice until I looked up, because I was in my phone. And I looked up and noticed that he was in front of me. But I looked immediately right back down, because I didn't want him to know I was staring at him. Which I guess I really was, but whatever. And apparently he had noticed me and kept looking at me, because I didn't notice. But apparently he had kept looking at me, because once I left the store, it's probably like a good 2 feet from the store to the escalator to go back downstairs. And so once I got right to the beginning of the escalator, these girls came running after me. It had to be like 5 girls. They came running after me. And they're, excuse me. And I'm like, what's the problem? And if you know me too, you know I don't like people chasing me down. And they chased me down. They were like running after me, grabbing me, excuse me. And I'm like, what's the problem? What's the problem? And so, they go, my cousin wants to talk to you, Okay, well, where is he? Behind me. But he was coming behind me, and he turned to the left. So I'm like, oh, well, he doesn't want to talk to me, because he kept moving. So clearly he doesn't want to talk to me. I went down the escalator and minded my business and kept going. They chased after him and they told him, where you going? I heard them saying, like, where you going? Come back, go talk to him. So he comes back down. He's coming down the escalator with me, but he ran down the escalator to meet up with me halfway. And so, this is so funny. He's like talking real smooth to me, you know, like he said the right words. He had the right words. He really did. He had the right words. And he asked me for my number. You know, what's up? Give me your number. I was like, all right, cool. And mind you, I was nervous. I was trying to play it like, you know, I didn't really want to talk. And so my hands are shaking. I'm just like, I'm nervous, but I didn't want him to see that I was nervous. So I was trying to play cool. Gave me his phone. We walking towards this like opening. Like if you go to the second floor of where the H&M was, and if you look over the banister, you can see where the opening was. Like it's almost like a bowl. This is the bowl, and you look over, and it's like an opening. We're on the first floor. That's where we were walking towards. And so I'm in his phone and giving him my number. I gave him back his phone with my number in it. And he was like, so can I get a hug? And I was like, a hug? I was like, oh my God. I was like, you just, whatever. Gave him a hug. Not even 5 minutes after I stopped hugging him, I look up. All these people were around the balcony that were his friends. So think of those 5 girls that chased after me. Multiply that by like 3. All of them were sitting over the balcony talking about like he just proposed to me. And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, what is going on? He was like, don't pay him no mind. So I'll text you. I was like, okay, yeah, text me. And I walked away. Met up with my mom and my aunt again. I didn't tell them anything. I don't see how they didn't know because it was so loud, but I didn't tell them anything. And, Mom, if you're watching this, sorry. But yeah, so I met up with them, and then we left. When we left the mall, he had immediately texted me. I don't know how he knew I left, but he texted me, hey, what's up? So when we gonna hang out? Blah, 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 blah. You mad, cute, da, 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 da. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I was like, we can hang out whenever you want. I'm free. Now, at the time, I really wasn't working as I am now. Like, now my time is like, I'm free, but I'm also kind of like, it gotta be scheduled. At that time, I really wasn't like, I was free. Let's hang out. Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's hang out. So fast forward, we ended up hanging out. Our first date, we went to this club in New Jersey. We went to this club. It's called The Globe. Now, back in the this is how you know it was old. The Globe is some old club back in the day, some hole in the wall spot in Jersey, and my cousin came to pick me up. One day you'll guys meet her, but she came to pick me up in her car. We then went to go get her girlfriend, and then we went to go get her girlfriend, we went to go get mine. So we went to go get mine, we picked him up, I'm in the back seat, we all in the back seat, they in the front seat. He smelled so good. It was like a African shea kind of oil, but it smelled so good. So good. So we ended up hanging out for the night, we in the club, we dance, having a good time, we go outside, I go outside to get some air. He follows me outside, of course. And so, again, with the smooth talk and the smooth conversation and stuff, it was just very, like, slick. His words, he used his words very wisely. We ended up kissing that night, and I'm not a big fan of kissing on the first date, but if the mood is right and it's there, whatever. We ended up kissing on the first date. I think it might have been that same night when he asked me to be his boyfriend. I think it might have been that same night. And again, I was young, so I moved very quick, very quick. I still kind of have that mentality now. If you know what you want, go get it. Like, it's not something we have to wait 2 years to be sure about. Like, if you want it, you know it's there, and you know that it's for you, get it. I still kind of have the mentality, but back then it was to, like, an extreme. Clearly, on the first date, we already dating. Like, oh my God. So we ended up dating. It lasted for a good 7 months if we were together. And I guess that's why I kind of felt like, oh, this actually, I kind of like him. Like, this might be my love. Like, I like him. Maybe like the 3rd or 4th month in, that's when I started to come over and hang out, met his mom, met everybody. But see, that's the thing. When I first came over the first night, like the first time I ever went to his house, I met everybody off the rip. He lived in the hood, the ghetto, the slums, the slumdog millionaires. Like, he lived in the hood, the ghetto. Like, I can't stress that, the hood, the ghetto. And so when I got there, I walked through the door, I met everybody. The dog, the cats, the wolves, the children, the aunts, the uncles, the mom, dad, family, everybody. I just met everybody. And it happened so quick. And the thing with black parents, too, if you bring somebody home, they get very, especially the moms, they get very like, who are you? And I was like, hi. I walked in very like, and at the time, my makeup was not where it is now. Like, now it's like, it's slayed. But at the time, it wasn't there. And so I'm walking in, I'm smiling, hi. And she looking at me like, so you dating my son? And I was like, wow. I was like, I am. I was like, how are you? She was like, I'm good, And he dragged me. He was like, come on, let's go to my room. And I was like, okay. it was just very strange. The whole thing was just very like something I'm not used to. I'm from the projects, but that was like, oh my gosh, like it's been a minute since I've been there, so it's like she looking at me like. Anyway, so fast forward. This is probably like the fourth month, between the fourth and the fifth month. I had stressed to him like I don't take breaks. I want that to be very clear with you. Like I don't take breaks. Like even though we're together now, like I want you to be understanding. Like I don't take breaks. Either we're gonna be together or we're not. Like it's no in between. And so he said, okay, I'm cool. Now sure. What's the break for? We don't need to take a break. Okay, great. If you agree with it, I agree with it. We're good. We're good. There's nothing to worry about then, right? Cool. I was wrong. Dead wrong. The fifth month, the beginning of the fifth month, he had texted me and was like, I need you to call me. So I called him. I don't know why you couldn't just text me. Like, I hate the kind of person that texts me and be like, call me. Call me. You took the time out to text me. Why can't you just call me? Called him, and he was like, we need to talk. I was like, okay, well, what's up? Like, talk to me. And I already knew, once he said we need to talk, and I could hear it in the tone of his voice, I was like, oh, I already knew it's not going to be right. But okay, let's talk. So he texted me and was like, yeah, we need to talk, blah, blah, blah. I called him. He said it again, we need to talk. I'm like, okay, let's talk. And so he was just like, I think we should take a break. Didn't I just say I don't take breaks? Like, not even 3 weeks ago, but now all of a sudden we got to take a break? Okay, what we need to take a break about? What's the problem? So he go, oh, well, it's a lot of family problems I'm going through right now, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, well, I'm your boyfriend, so you could tell me. We're together. It's not like we just started dating. We've been together for 4 or 5 months, so what's the problem? We should be able to have a conversation with each other. You know what I mean? He just basically sums it all up and was just like, yeah, it's none of your business. I don't even know, like, I could imagine you guys' reaction right now watching this, like, none of my business. What, like, and so we're over, is what I told him. No, we're taking a break. No, buddy, we're over, because we had this conversation before already. I told you. Once we take a break, it's over. There is no, we're going to pick up in 3 weeks. It's none of that. Like, we're done. You know what I mean? So when I told him that, he was like, he was real adamant on like, no, we're taking a break. Like, we're still together. Like, I just need to take a second to get my thoughts together, my life together real quick, because I got a lot going on and blah, 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 blah. And I kept saying like, yo, I feel like you really don't get it. Like, we together. Like, there's no reason why you can't tell me what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's like, the more you're not telling me, the more my mind is not thinking of other things of why you're trying to take a break and why you're trying to not tell me on why we want to take a break or why you want to take a break. So, okay, we'll take a break. Me, we're done. Like, there is, like, we're done. Now, when I got that phone call, my friend was over and we were getting ready to go out. I hung up the phone. I threw my phone across the room, almost hit her. She knows who she is. So sorry, girl. I can't say sorry enough. I was mad. Like, I've never been that upset in my life. And so threw the phone across the room and I was just done. Like, I was like, all right, let's go out. Like, I need a drink. Like, I just want to go out. I just want to go out. So we went out. The next day, he had called me and it was early in the morning and he was just like, no, it wasn't the next day. I'm lying. It wasn't the next day. It had been maybe about a week or two since we talked. He would text me, but I would ignore it because I'm like, we're done. Like, I don't want to talk. You're trying to keep the conversation going, but like, I don't want to talk anymore. Like, we're done. And so it had to been about like a week or two after I had said I was done. And I genuinely move on from certain situations quick. Like, I don't like to hold grudges. I let it go. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So might have been like a week or two later. He had called me and I answered the phone. And I was very like, hello. I'm good. I'm great. Yep. Everything's good. So, long story short, we ended up talking though. We ended up talking and working things out and figuring it out. And we got back together. The next day, he had called me in the morning, like he always did. He called me in the morning, and we had a conversation on the phone. And he was like, and the conversation started off very much like, good morning, how are you? How are you feeling? Good, great, great. How'd you sleep? What you think? Like, did you think about me? Did all that cute stuff? And that all was great. But then 5 minutes after the conversation started, he goes, so I need to talk to you about something. I was like, here we go again. He was like, oh, well, when we were on our break, I slept with my ex.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
While we were on our break, I slept with my ex. When I tell you, I have never been so right in my life. When he said that to me, I was just like, what? But what's so funny is that when we were together, maybe like the third month, I had went through his, not really, I didn't go through his phone, like, you know, sneaky on some types, you know, I didn't go through nothing like that. But I went through his phone. We were sitting laying in his bed watching a movie, and I was like, let me see your phone, like, let me go through your photos. And he just, you know, gave it to me, no problem. I mean, you got nothing to hide, why not? Going through the photos or whatever, and I had seen a picture of this boy with his phone in like a mall bathroom taking a picture with it. And I asked him, I was like, who's this? And he's like, oh, that's my cousin. Now, that might have been his cousin. I don't know. Even to this day, I still don't know. I mean, to me, in my mind, I'm not stupid, so it's kind of like, your cousin, though? Okay. So, when he had told me later on that he had slept with his ex, I was just like, okay. In my mind, I thought immediately of that boy in that picture. I was wrong. Dead wrong. Because I asked him. I said, so was it the boy that you took a picture with? Like, is that who it was? Because if that's it, then okay. Not only did he sleep with his ex, but it was a woman. A woman. And to my knowledge, throughout the 6 months of his dating, I never knew that he was even into women, attracted to women, bisexual of any nature. I had no idea. But apparently he was into women as well, and he had slept with her within those 1 to 2 weeks. And not only did he sleep with her, guess what? She was pregnant. You guys, she was pregnant. So I said, okay, so now what? I'm already done. Like, once he told me this, I was already done. Like, I'm done. There's nothing else we need to talk about.
So now what? Pregnant? Okay, so now what?
I was already done. So, once he told me, like, oh yeah, she's pregnant and we're planning on keeping it. So you think I'm gonna be with you and that would just raise this kid? And I'm still a kid myself, but I'm about to raise this one who's not mine at all. I have no part in that. I had nothing in that. But I'm about to raise him? Yeah, okay. Come on. And so I told him, I was like, I'm definitely over now. Like, I'm done. We can definitely still be friends, but I'm way done. Done. And down in the comments, I want you guys to let me know what you would have done. Because some part of me felt like, maybe I should have stayed with him. We could have worked it out. But then the other half of me is like, child, please. So let me know what y'all would have done down in the comments below. Because, quite frankly, I feel like I'm definitely right. And just to add a little tidbit to this story, years later, he had called me and was like, hey, how you been? How you doing? Okay, great. I asked him, how's your son? Oh, great. She's great. Okay, great. You want to send me some money so I can get him some diapers? No! This happened recently, maybe like 2015. No, 2016. In the middle of 2016, like the summer of 2016. I went out on a date, and if he watches this video, you might know who you are, you might not, but whatever. I went out on a date, and I had found out that the person I went on a date with was the same area from where I used to date Stupid. And so I asked him, I said, even though, like, this is a date and I shouldn't have really pressed this issue because it's like, we're on a date. We're not supposed to be talking about ex dates. But I really didn't see us going anywhere anyway, so I was like, forget it, I'm going to just ask anyway. I asked him, I said, so, do you know Stupid? And is that Stupid's kid? He was like, put it in a nutshell, no, that's not his kid. I said, what do you mean that's not his kid? He goes, oh, well, the mom the mom of the kid actually was going to jail. So he took the kid in under his roof, under his care, to care for him while the mom was away. I said, well, why? In my mind, I'm thinking, like, why would you not tell me that? Because, quite frankly, as I'm concerned, that makes you look more of a man than ever. And you didn't lie to me. So it's kind of like, now I'm looking at you differently. So now I might have would have helped him raise the kid. However, you lied to me. So it's kind of like, but whatever. Now, currently, though, in 2016, 17, he is in a whole relationship and looks like a whole woman now. Not transitioning, to my knowledge, as far as I know. But he looks like a whole woman now. He got the sock implants, but the socks stuffed in his shirt, heels, skirts, bundles, makeup. Makeup ain't all that great, but makeup. And I'm happy for him, do you. I'm happy for me, I'm happy for you, we happy for each other, so do you, But he definitely was, That was a fool. It was just a whole fool. And that was the first time I ever really loved somebody. And it kind of set me up for now, like when I'm dating people. Now I'm kind of really, like, I've always been, like, I haven't dated somebody since then. That's how long it's been. 2012 to 2017, I haven't dated anybody. Dates, sure, but I haven't dated anybody since then. He messed me up bad. That whole thing messed me up really bad. Like, you slept with your ex and got her pregnant, and you want me to help you out. Anyway, y'all, make sure you subscribe. Like, comment, share, tag your friends, tell your sisters, tell your girlfriends, tell everybody you know. Come to Parents from Rose channel. We're only getting better from here. We're only getting better from here. Right now, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if y'all can help me out, I would more than greatly appreciate it to get me to 1,000 subscribers. Please, 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 please. If you haven't already, make sure you go watch these 2 videos and make sure you subscribe. These 2 videos, subscribe. Tell your sisters, tell your brothers, tell your uncles, tell everybody you know. Comment down below what you would have done in this situation if you were me. I would love to read them and love to know how you would have handled this situation. In the meantime, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.